Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Just a quick little update. The reason I made no videos in the last 2 weeks is a combination of a lot of work at my day job. I mean, a lot. I've been busy. And then earlier this past week, I got the flu. And so a combination of just no time to hardly game at all and getting flu equals no videos. So I apologize for that. I'll try to get back onto a regular schedule now. So with that in mind, I haven't played in 2 weeks. Got the board set up for the end of turn 1. I'm sure some of the subtleties of things I had started to learn, I'm probably going to get wrong again, so I apologize ahead of time for that. But let's get into this. Now, I remember that I had played the Russians moving first incorrectly, but we're going to play the rest of the scenario with the Russians moving first. Okay. Oh, and joining me today, I've got a nice little local brew. I live in San Diego, so I'm fortunate that I get to have quite a few amazing breweries. This one has a Pilsner malt with puffed jasmine rice and toasted rice flakes. I'm going to tell you, there's a little sweetness to this beer. It's not a sour. It's just a nice little sweetness that I think comes from the rice. So we're going to enjoy that while we get into turn 2 here. It is Friday afternoon. I'm sorry for the arm across the camera there. Okay, so again, I have this nice laminated chart. So we're going to start with the rally phase for the Russians. And it starts off, it says attacker rolls for any provisional SSR reinforcements and sets up offboard all forces due to enter this player turn. Okay, so in the scenario, there is an ad hoc shock group that enters along the south edge on a dice roll less than the current turn number. The turn is turn 2, so I'm going to roll a 6. So they do not come on this turn. Next thing we go to is good order units. Okay, they're picking up weapons. I don't think there's any drop weapons. I'm unsure if you break if you drop your weapons or you still hold on to them. I'm not going to stop and look that up right now. You can let me know in the comments. My cat just ran up my front door screen. She's on top of my front door now. But I'm going to play it that they do not drop their weapons just from breaking. It could be totally wrong, but we're going to play this turn that way, both sides. Okay, so next thing is try to repair broken weapons. No. Transferred weapons. No. Self-rally. Self-rallies +1 dice modifier. Attacker attempts to self-rally 1 multi-man counter. Okay, so let's take a look. Nobody in this stack. Nobody in that stack, that stack. Okay, this stack has a few. So the one with the machine gun, and by the way, I do remember to put the weapon on top of the unit that's carrying it. So I went through and made a determination. If it's wrong from last turn, oh well. And in that last phase, they switched. Okay, so dice roll of 7 to self-rally with the machine gun. Now I'm going to look at getting another camera so you can see my dice rolls because I don't want to have to roll them on the map, but everybody likes to see dice rolls. So 7, but that's a +1, which is an 8, so they do not self-rally. I probably should have done it for the leader. Oh well, my bad. Oh, it's a multi-man counter, so I couldn't have done it for the leader. Okay, so now I have this situation. And we're going to start with the leader to, I believe the leader can rally, self-rally. Is this correct? I mean, otherwise, how else would leaders rally if they're not a multi-man counter? Oh, okay. All units box morale. They're boxed. May attempt to rally. Okay, fair enough. Just verified no. Okay, so let's see if this leader, and that's an 8. Oh, but also the DM is still on there. So rally +4. Ooh, it's gonna be tough. So that's 5 + 4, 9. Leader does not rally. So now they don't even get a chance to rally. I believe this goes away now. Here's what it says. Remove DM counters unless adjacent to enemy unit, no. From units in woods or building, they're in a building. And those not wishing to stay, why would you wish to stay? I have no clue. But either way, it looks like that goes. And we just have the one unbroken unit here. It's not looking good for these Rushkies. Okay, I think that's all I have for this particular phase. Let's go ahead and mark that done. Okay. Next part, prep fire. The attacker may remove smoke. Okay, fire smoke. Okay, I can fire weapons. I can destroy weapons. Okay, we could change the arc, but we don't have to worry about that. So, I really think he's not gonna get to do much. Poor dude. I think he's just gonna wait till somebody moves to get a modifier. Yeah. Okay, I don't know, again, good tactics here. So I'm not going to ponder my decisions too long. So I think what I'm going to do, this unit is going to hold until somebody moves. Oh, that unit is going to hold till somebody moves. Same here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and fire this unit. I need to learn what works and what doesn't work, right? So that's 4, 8, and with the 4, I think that adds to, okay, that'd be the movement fire phase, but I'm on the prep fire phase, so I think I'm going to prep fire into this square here. So I have 4, 8, 12. The 2 for the rate of fire, I got to remember that. Range isn't an issue, +1. No other modifiers for minus, +3, so it's a +4. On this unit firing there, there's no line of sight issues. So prep fire phase, we are going to so that is 12, and what I say it was, +1 for hindrance, +3. So +4 on the 12 column. 5 + 4 is 9. 9 on the 12 column is a normal morale check. Okay, so we've caused a normal morale check here. And we have done prep fire. Let's mark that as prep fire. Normal morale check, 8 for the leader. They pass. So 7 -1 the dice roll. Ooh, 10. So they break, and the other one is 7. 9 -1 is 8. So those two break. That's probably a good thing. So what I got is they broke, and the machine gun, they broke, and the leader didn't. So I think that's a good result for the Russians. I'm sorry, my map isn't completely flat. Put the DM mark, and there we go. So they're going to be ineffective unless they can rally next turn. Okay, nobody else is going to prep fire. That is done. Now we go into movement phase. Russians are not going to move. Yeah, I don't see a need. I don't think broken units can move. All right, good order. Yeah, they can't move because they got prep fire. Okay, so that now gets rid of the movement phase. Let's look at the defensive fire phase. And I think the defensive fire phase can only be done when somebody moves. Okay. Conduct defensive fire. Well, there's no line of sight here. Yeah. They can't be fired on anyway since they fired. So I don't believe that there is any defensive fire phase. I'm just thinking, let me read this. When I fired, I forgot to check the rate of fire if a 2 was rolled. We'll assume it wasn't. That was a 5 and a 4. I've got an invader, a cat invader. Move it, little girl, off the table. Thank you. Okay. Oh, she's back. Honey, I don't need the help. Come on, move it. Let's not mess this up. Okay, so I believe there's no defensive fire. Okay. So I think that's no. Sorry, I gotta get a better camera layout here, guys. No defensive fire. Okay, let me take care. She keeps jumping up on the table, and now she's attacking counters in the box and just wiped out the reserves. Yeah, apparently she doesn't need to roll dice. She just swipes her paw. Okay. Okay, she's settled down. We'll see if we can continue. Okay, advancing fire phase. So we have this one unit here. I guess I should have fired. I mean, the Russians weren't going to move. So during the prep fire phase, I should have done all my firing. So now I think everybody fires at half firepower. So for all intents and purposes, I'm going to just not take that. I'm going to assume that they all fired during the prep fire phase. So they don't have to take that half. Again, it's been a couple of weeks, so I'm really rusty. But on this turn, the Russians are just going to fire and hold their position. We didn't get the reinforcements. Next turn, in the next video, there'll be a lot more movement and fire with the Germans. So this is probably going to be a short turn. But I do want to get it posted because it's been a while since I've posted anything. So we'll get this turn done. I'm not trying to speed through it. I'm just saying that because of my strategy here with the Russians, it's not going to take as long. So let's retrospectively go back to the prep fire phase because nobody moved. There was no defensive fire phase, so effectively nothing happened. So I can justify on my own brain going back to the prep fire phase. One of the benefits of playing solo, I don't have to convince somebody to allow me to do that. I can just do it. Okay. So this unit down here will fire. And he's already got broken units there. That flamethrower is still active. Either way, he's in trouble. Okay, so we'll just have him. You know what? If I get an effect, I'd rather affect 2 units than just the 1. Although those that are under the counter bad things could happen to them as well. But there's a leader here and a flamethrower. So we're going to fire there. So strength of 4. Okay, with a +3. $11. Yeah, no good. Nada. So they would have prep fired. This unit, let's check line of sight. No, there won't be any line of sight there. That's to the building. But they do have line of sight there. They have a range of 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're out of range. They can't even fire until the Germans get closer. They're conscripts. This unit, nope. Yeah. So I think that's actually, oh my God, I think that's actually it. So there's no advancing fire phase. There'll be no, if I understand this correct, there'll be no rout phase, advance phase. They don't plan to move, no close combat, and that I think ends the Russian second turn. Pretty uneventful, other than that, which was a decent result. Okay, I am going to go ahead and do this next turn, although I am going to probably shoot it tomorrow morning because I want to get this edited and get it up on the site so you guys understand that I didn't just fall off the face of the planet. And there we go. As always, guys, thank you so much for following the channel. We're growing slowly. I'm totally enjoying it. And I'm digging this game. I want to get through this scenario, and then I may have where I can play with an opponent, somebody that knows the game that can teach me some stuff, some of the rules. But I'm going to finish this scenario first. And keep in mind, I'm in no rush to learn the game in a weekend, okay? Part of the reason is I like to enjoy the ride, and I don't want this game or any game that I play to feel like homework or a job. I got a stressful job. I don't need my hobbies to be a stressful job. So I'm taking it slow. I appreciate all the feedback. But also I want you guys to see the mistakes that I'm going through and understand what new users deal with. So you more experienced players, when you play with inexperienced players, can maybe understand a little bit where their brain might be. It's a great community. I love so far the feedback that I've gotten. Please keep it up. Some of them are pretty long. I like to read through them, and I do go back and look at the video, and some of it sticks. But I'm in no hurry to get this game learned in the next 2 or 3 turns. I'm just not going to put the homework in to do that. I mean, I'm going to learn it. I am going to try. But like I said, I'm going to keep it at a level that's enjoyable, which is what games should be. They should be enjoyable. With that said, like I said before, thank you very much for watching what we're doing here on the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Goodbye for now.